Om Shanti, and good evening, and welcome to Soul to Soul. And this is Rose from the Brahma Kumaris in Glasgow. And it's such a wonderful topic. It's our foundation, actually. It's self-respect. We forget that we're so worthy of self-respect because only ourselves know our journey and we know what we've gone through, and here we are. We're okay. Even if we think we're a little bit not okay, we're still dramatically okay. So just to think about it, the value of the self. You are worth thinking about. So make time every day to be with your own positive self. Think about your inner strengths and resources. Think about it, what you have inside. How you can just go and do something. How you can pull yourself together. You can. If you have very low self-respect, then you might experience some of these things. Here's what you might experience. So have a check and do your best not to go there anymore. Arrogance, because if you've low self-respect, you'll try to prove you're great. Feeling worthless. Critical of others. So if we feel we're not up to much, it's a funny habit. We'll pull other people down, which will maybe think will make us feel better, but it doesn't. It makes us feel guilty. We might have anger. So how can I then have the willpower to change old thinking patterns? I know that I only want to express positive values in my life. That's what we really want to be. We want to get it right. However, it does seem that we have to relearn. Everyone does, actually. All the sort of positive people, all the so-called clever people, all the big spiritual people have had to relearn all of these things. And so for that we need power. And if we're very sensible, we realize that we need the inner power. Because without the inner power, we feel that we don't have the strength to control anything. So we do need the inner power. So the drama of life's very clever. It eventually gets us round to this so that we eventually have to give in, actually, and say, well, if I want the good things, I have to relearn how to create or recreate those good things in myself. Nobody else needs to know about it. It's our own quiet journey. So you get to know yourself again. It's a wonder to get to know the self. Slowly, slowly getting to know that, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, maybe that is me. I begin to start to recognize nice things in myself. And this can make us feel happy because we think, gosh, I didn't know I had that. The real you is a beautiful soul, and and you set yourself free. So you get free from all these oppressive energies. It does take time. I have to rediscover these in myself. And when I rediscover them, I need to practice them. And quite often we're quite anxious to practice them. And you deserve this. So respect yourself, because you're wonderful. No matter how it is, before we start looking at that, we are wonderful. And so you learn that you can choose the quality of your thoughts and feelings. And your mind then creates a quality experience. You feel good about it. You're becoming a higher energy personality. And actually, once you feel this, you don't want to go back to the old way, although you will from time to time because it's a habit. But you'll want very quickly to pull yourself out of the old habit. The souls have so much to be adventurous and calm and careful, caring, cheerful, compassionate, confident, cooperative, to be generous, gentle, happy. All these lovely qualities are all inside of us, bursting to get out. Helpful, loving, patient, peaceful, positive, sincere, steady, unshakable, warm and wise. So how do I get like this? How do I get these all back? Through meditation, which is so important for the mind. I can start to take back control of the mind and create the thoughts that I want. And there's less and less of that negative influence. And I can wonder at the very beginning how it is that I do smile more and I'm kinder and I'm not so quick to go down that other track. And it makes me feel lighter-hearted, and I can feel that there is such a difference in me. And I maybe want others to see the difference, and maybe they don't seem to begin with, but I know. And so if I'm lucky enough to know that it's to practice meditation every day, because I've been practicing all the other stuff every day for a long time, and it's become very firm. So I need to do this every day to start to put this to the front. I'm so worthy of self-respect, respecting myself, and allow my mind to create a quality experience. Get to know yourself again, because the real you is a beautiful soul, And it's up to the self to set the self free. So start to see yourself as the ruler of your inner world. See yourself as a very wise and kind ruler. I govern the quality of thoughts I want in my mind. And keep reminding yourself that you are a thinking being. You think, and you can make decisions. So pay attention to your thoughts, to the way you think, and create more and more positive thoughts. And tell yourself, because you're teaching yourself not to be daunted when negative things come along, because we've been using that energy for a long, long time. But do your best not to go there. It can poke its head up, but try not to buy into it. And even if you forget and you're away there into that energy pattern, now that we know different, we can pull out and back paddle if you like, or back pedal. I've experienced that a lot at the beginning. I would just pull back and start changing the words I was about to say. And it's better than not having seen it at all. Actually, it teaches you how quickly the old can pop in, especially the critical of others, or especially the annoyance, or the anger, or the agitation. And so we could say, so how can I have the willpower to change these old thinking patterns? And I know that I only want to express positive values in my life. But I do need to relearn. And if I have enough non-arrogance, we could call it humility, to know that I have to learn actually to bring them back, bring the good qualities back, and be aware that I actually created all these old energy patterns on my journey. And so they're already created in the soul, and they're bound to keep bouncing back. The good news is that eventually they lose their power. And eventually you're more able to put forward that which you would like to be expressing as you out into the world. You want to express the best of you out into the world. So have that self-respect that you are a beautiful being, a beautiful energy. And get to know yourself again as this beautiful soul. If you could keep that really sincere in your heart, you would set yourself free. Not totally, completely free from the influence of negativity which will pop up, but you'll feel not so daunted and know that you have the power to step back and not be so affected, and think of solutions and keep putting forward the nice things, so that the image that you're creating now of yourself to yourself, but also to the world and the people around you, is of a nicer personality. They start to trust you, and you start to respect yourself. And more you choose the quality of your thoughts and your actions and your feelings. And your mind gets used to the newness to create experiences of quality. Okay.
It's lovely to think of almost learning to be myself again. It's like I got lost. And I liked when you said something like the drama life was wonderful because in a way it kind of forces us back round to that time when we want to, we think there must be more, something's not right.
Yeah.
So it almost gets you in a corner and you have to look at yourself.
Yeah.
But you also said it takes time, so it's not just like an instant realization.
Yeah. It's like you reach a stage where you think, I can't go there anymore, because I'm sure most of us will be able to resonate with this, that you think, how come this same thing keeps happening? Excuse me. Within relationships, you think, that's what happened before. And everything just fell to pieces. Now it's happening again. And you think, but I'm doing my best for it not to happen, but you can't because you haven't been able to change your energy. You'll still be sharp, you'll still be discouraged, you'll still be jealous, you'll still be agitated. And so it cannot go back to wonder again. But we want life to go back to wonder. So somehow you're correct there. The drama will encourage us to look closely how to go back to wonder.
Just sometimes it has to shout quite loudly.
Or sometimes it has to absolutely,
so that I will listen.
absolutely box our ears, just really, really shake us to pieces before we'll go, oh, okay.
Yeah, time to change.
Yeah. But never to get discouraged.
It seems that we just almost trundle through life with our eyes closed in a sense. And so this relearning who we are, it's like opening our eyes again. It made me think about just thinking the whole purpose of life, of being a being. Why am I here? And then all the lovely things you said I could be.
Well, what happens, you see, we've got used to waiting to see what others are going to say or what others are going to do, or to respond to what we think others want me to be. And if I don't have the energy to be that, because I've run out of energy, I've forgotten I'm a soul. And it takes time to realize I can create my own responses now. And it takes time for that to get through, because even when I start on a positive journey, I'm still waiting on the prompts coming from out there. And more as I become aware that I'm the energy, I can make my own prompts for myself, for my own journey. That is a wonder. Then you're going back to who you are.
Is that where meditation comes in? It's almost like what you're describing as something that's very old and rusty inside in the thinking, or frozen, and then meditation just softens that up, loosens it up, and I remember again, I can think.
Yeah.
I can think my way
Yeah.
through this.
Yeah. That's it. You can think your way through. And I have to hold on to the hope and the understanding of the self as being this good person, and encourage the self and not get too defeated by what's being prompted to me out there. Because you see, what's happening is people have got habits of bossing each other. There's a lot of people might think that they used to boss you about, and what's happened now, they're not bossing you so easily. And this can cause a bit of an energy surge in a funny way as well. You have to hold on to who you are and who you wish to be, and encourage yourself in that way, and kind of go beyond the negative bits of public opinion.
So it's almost redefining good in a sense too, that it's like I am careful with my energy. I'm careful with my thoughts. I don't want to hurt myself or others. And if I just keep on that track.
Yeah. And even people who used to think they could boss you about, you're not doing them any favours in allowing them to continue to do that, because they're harming themselves. And so it's good to quietly and peacefully just be who you are. And if that causes a problem, then that's just the way it is, but I have to pull out of that. I can't let it keep going on. So, and I'm sure all of us will have gone through these experiences where you have to say, no, I can't go there anymore. I just can't go there anymore. But sometimes we would have done that, but we didn't know the solution. And then we'd get pulled back into another area which was just as bad. But now we know the solution. It's to be the one that prompts the self. Give myself good advice. That's it. Okay. Anything else? I think.
Maybe you could just touch on the divine. So if I learn to care for myself, how does that relate to how God or the divine has care for me? How does he take care of me?
So if it's within our fortune to realise that when I become conscious I'm a soul, then it also can enable me to realise that the one above is also a soul, and that one has nothing in them except to support me and has all my best interests at heart. And so I can hold on to that one, and in meditation I can tell all my troubles and all my despair and how I feel weak and how I'm not able to and I don't know what to do. But this is very positive kind of weeping and wailing to begin with, because I'm focusing it in the right direction, and somehow my strength will begin to grow, and I'll more and more become my own self, because I won't feel powerless. I'll feel I have a support, I have a friend, even if others have stopped being my friend, which sometimes it can happen. But they were not really my friend, because they also don't understand. So maybe I can help them to understand and maybe not. But the important thing is my own self-respect has to come to the front. I have to realise how worthy I am. I am very worthy. I have wonderful qualities inside me and they need to shine. Om Shanti. So now we'll do a few minutes meditation. Just to sit calm and focused. Keep your eyes open. Focus on the self as the living light in the center of the forehead. The beautiful being that's been on a long journey and has many, many qualities within. Through meditation I can find these qualities again. And these qualities are my power. These qualities are my happiness. These qualities are my friends. These are my strength and my support. And these qualities are my self-worth, my self-image, who I am. In the center of the forehead is this beautiful, beautiful, generous, gentle, happy, loving, peaceful energy. Unshakable, warm, sincere, wise. Every positive quality we can think of is within I, the soul. So take back the control of the power of your mind and create the thoughts you want, and less will the old influences be able to intrude on I, the soul, a being, a beautiful being of love, caring and cheerful, calm and careful and adventurous, and wise. And the mind flourishes like a flower with these qualities and with the stillness of meditation, of being, of peace. And remembering the highest, the supreme, the purest energy, the ocean of peace, the ocean of love, the ocean of happiness. These energies set the soul free, free from sorrow, free from worry. Those beautiful energies belong to the soul. I am a soul. And these energies belong to I, the soul. Om.